I love working here for a number of reasons. First of all, it's very flexible. Second of all, the people that are higher up in the company, all the way up to the CEO, are really fun and down-to-earth people. I like to compare it to the game of golf. I'm a golfer, and I play golf just leisurely. 17 holes could be just terrible the entire time, and then I have on the 18th hole one really good shot. And that's very similar to working direct care. I have 7 hours of just a really frustrating shift, but if I have 1 hour where I'm getting through that client and it's a positive experience, that's that shot that keeps me coming back to the course, or keeps me coming back to the house to work direct care with the clients. So it's something that's kind of addicting at times.
Connecting with the clients, I find, is one of the most rewarding part of this job. When you're connecting with the clients, playing that game with them, playing a game of darts, watching a movie, going out to dinner, playing with dolls, coloring, that's where your true is in this job.
I enjoy working here because of all the fun activities that we get to do. We've been able to do Vikings training camp, Twins games, basketball games. We do a bunch of fun things, even going out to the movies, which staff get to go in for free.
I think the thing that I loved the most about working for J&J is the service that we provide for the consumers that live here. The quality of care is very high, and our expectation of the staff working with the clients that we serve is very high.
We hold a high expectation of staff. The standard is pretty high. We make sure that staff are coming in with a positive attitude. That positive attitude is super important, because after that everything falls into place. Things like communication, leadership skills, being on time, having a fun time while you're working, that all falls into place if you come in with a positive attitude. Because there's going to be days where it's a frustrating shift, but there's always a way that, or a thing that we can learn from those frustrating shifts and become better as a person, but also in this job.
I think the expectation that most of the supervisors have for the staff is that they understand their clients and they can build a bond with them and remain positive, have a positive attitude, work as a team.
Expectations in the houses is to follow their programs that you guys will learn about when you guys start to read and get into the houses. Be a team player and just remain calm during any situation, and be there on time. On time is a huge thing. Not using your cell phone when you're out on the floor. You can have it with you when you're out in the community for any situation that might happen, and just follow your supervisors lead, your assistants lead, and the lead staff. If they're giving you any opinions, giving you some feedback on how you're working, they're doing that to help you become a better staff here at J&J. Boundaries, we teach this, you'll learn this in TI, that we always want to keep our boundaries up. That doesn't mean that you're not able to relate with the clients, anything like that, but we don't give them any of our personal information that they could potentially use against you in any situation. It's okay to let things know of, if you like sports, games, things like that. We don't like to give out information of where we live, just any personal information that you would worry that they would maybe use against you in any time.
The company holds a high standard for professional boundaries with the consumers and your coworkers as well. What it does is it provides you with a much more therapeutic relationship with the clients that you work with. So it kind of goes hand in hand. You have good boundaries, you have good therapeutic intervention techniques, and the clients are able to strive and make a lot more progress. With the professional boundaries, we still want to connect with the clients. It's extremely important to develop relationships and a good rapport with the clients, because that's going to allow us to make progress with them and allow them to become as independent as their goals or their desire is to be. We connect with the clients over things like playing games or music. Even if you don't like a certain kind of music, there's always interesting things that you can discuss with the client about certain types of music. The consumers really enjoy it when we have an interest in the things that they're interested in. And most times I learn as much from the consumers as they learn from me, which is a really cool thing to say in a job.
How I've connected with clients is, being able to understand where they're coming from, and being able to talk to them about those situations, helping them through those tough situations. when you get a good connection with them, you can do that through simple things of going through some of their appointments that they go to the Vikings training camps, going to outings that they like, going to some of the functions that they have that they do throughout the communities. Like some of our clients do singers, where you go and participate with that. When you get a better rapport with them, you're able to work with them a lot easier.
Each day, the clients have expectations, making sure that we're allowing them to get through their daily tasks. We like to do exercise with them, make sure that they enjoy and live those healthy lifestyles. Those healthy lifestyles can lead to longer lives and more positive mental health as well. We try to engage them in activities in the community as well. That's huge. The whole point of residential foster care facilities is to integrate individuals with disabilities further into the community, and so we try to do things like game night on Monday nights at Caribou Coffee or the library with our consumers. We try to do things like a softball league with people that are in the community as well. So we do what we can to get the consumers integrated. Another thing that does is it provides time or opportunities for staff to volunteer at game night or softball, things like that we do through the summer and winter.
There's fun activities when you work at J&J. We've got client parties. We have a birthday party for the clients. There's a Halloween party every year, a Christmas party. They've got lots of fun things to do. We get out in the community with them, go shopping, out to eat, watch movies. We've got game nights. We've got socialization. We go to picnics. We go to Hart and go pet the puppies and the kitties. It's rewarding. Where else can you find a job that you can make a difference? With J&J, you're going to get many realms of the training. When you come into your first orientation, it's going to be an orientation about the company and about the paperwork that the company has.
Staff are going to receive therapeutic intervention training. Therapeutic intervention training teaches us how we can be calm, in control of ourselves, and aware so that we can control our clients potentially out of control situations. We go over things like verbal techniques, physical techniques to keep ourselves safe, keep the clients safe as well. We take into account a number of communication strategies like reflective questioning, effective listening skills, things like that. Other training that you will receive, medication passing, CPR and first aid certification comes free with working for the company. That's good for 2 years, and you'll get refreshers for the med CPR and first aid. You'll get refreshers for the therapeutic intervention every 3 months, first 3 months, 6 months, and then every 6 months after that you're going to get therapeutic intervention refreshers, and those refreshers are very useful because we can talk to the experts, the therapeutic intervention trainers, and discuss things that have gone well over the last few months and things that we can improve.
Your first 2 shifts, you will not be alone. They're called shadow shifts. They're 8 hours of contact with the clients, but you're also got another person that you're walking around with. The person that you'll be doing your shadow shifts with is very knowledgeable about the house and is usually assistant to our full-time staff. You're going to be doing some med passes, personal cares with some of the clients, be it maybe you're going to be changing a brief, helping them brush their teeth, helping wash up in the morning or in the evening, helping with toileting. It's just a vast array of different things that you could be doing. Most of our clients do need help with their med passes. We do pass their meds. We do help them with the making of their beds and the cleaning of the house and washing the clothes.
You will receive a lot back from the company. You will learn leadership skills. It's good preparation for your career, and you'll learn how to work with all sorts of different personalities, and I think it could just help you become a leader in your community.
You can receive multiple things back. Again, you get the CPR first aid card, which you can use throughout the besides just the company, and that is good for 2 years. It looks good on your resume if you're going into human services, anything like that. Having being able to help out here and working here, it'll boost that resume up big time. And I mean, they do a lot of things for the staff themselves, like little recognition things with maybe if you get Employee of the Month, you get a $25 gift card, all the way to they have a lot of cool things that they give out at the Christmas party and things like that too.
While working for J Homes, you'll receive an immense amount back from the company, not only in compensation, incentives, and bonuses, but you'll receive friendships with coworkers. You'll receive skills such as leadership skills, good communication skills, skills like timeliness, being somewhere in an appropriate amount of time, but also being able to teach someone something, because that's a lot of what we do on a daily basis. Being able to teach our consumers how to accomplish a task that maybe they've struggled with in the past is something that is really valuable for future careers and just in life.
You're going to gain confidence and leadership skills with working in this profession. The more you work with the mentally handicapped, the more confidence that you gain to go out into the community, and the more that you learn. By working with mentally handicapped people, you do gain the confidence and you learn leadership skills. You learn that you learn different ways to approach things and different ways to approach your day. My day isn't just menial. I have to look at how I'm going to complete something. And when I complete it, that's where I get my reward and that's where I gain my confidence. J Homes, but I receive back that fulfillment that I have done something and I've made that difference in somebody's life. And that's, I think, the hugest for me. When I clock out and step out that door, and I can look back and say, I did it. I made that difference. That's what